Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So this video has been requested for quite some time, and I know I have a few contour and highlight routine videos which I will list below in the description for any of you guys who want to check it out, but I wanted to do this video today on just how I contour my nose. I think one of my most asked questions is if I had gotten a nose job, and I wanted to post this video not only to just clear that up, but to teach you guys my tricks, because in a way it's a compliment everyone thinking I got a nose job, because I never did. I just learned how to contour, so thank you for thinking my nose looks smaller. I appreciate it, because my nose was just always one thing I never really liked about myself. So if you want to learn my technique on how I contour my nose, please keep watching. So I did all of my makeup, I just did not contour my nose, and it's really crazy, the difference, in my opinion. A lot of people still continuously try to tell me that I've gotten a nose job and that I'm a liar and that I just need to be honest, but Scout's honor, I've never gotten a nose job, and I hope you guys can see that by my nose right now. It's all about angles. Like if I'm like this, does my nose look a lot smaller as opposed to straight on or... So it's all about really knowing your angles, especially in pictures. And this is what I would like to call a non-surgical nose job, because that is one thing that I've always thought about and I've really always wanted, but something I would never get. So this is my alternative, and for me it's been working pretty darn good. So I go back and forth between a brown powder and a brown cream contour, and they really both work. It's just depending on how much makeup you're wearing or what look you're really going for. But the key to all of this is blending it out. Contouring your nose can do many different things. You can do this to get rid of a bump, you can do it to slim your nose, you can do it on the tip to make it not look as long. Whenever I'm doing a dramatic look, and basically any look now, I love to contour my nose, because once you do it, and once you do it right, you're never going to want to go back, because just looking at myself now, it's like, oh, my nose is pretty dang big. So as you can see, without contouring at all, there's natural shadows on my nose. All you're going to be doing is just drawing in the shadows a little bit, so that way it's basically tricking the lighting. For this look, I'm using the L5 brush. This is actually a lip brush by Sigma, but I love to use this because it has a very small tip and it works really well. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that brown cream contour, and I'm going to start applying this right at the tip of my nose. Now, of course, depending on your nose, everyone has a different nose. I like to contour the tip to define it a little bit. I also like to contour the sides to make it thinner, but if you guys have some sort of bump, I'll show you also how you can straighten it out. So right here, I'm just adding it right to the tip of my nose, like that. And then I'm going to slowly do the sides and drag it up towards my brows. As I said before, you could see up here my nose is pretty wide, so by drawing the lines closer together, it's going to give it the effect that I have a thinner nose. Once you get up to your brows, you're going to go again with the natural curves of your face, and you're just going to darken that line right into here. And by doing that up here, that's also going to make this appear thinner at the top. Now I have a little bit of a bump on this side of my nose, so one thing I always do is I like to turn my head to the side, and you can see how it goes like out. So what I like to do is just draw that line perfectly straight, and it just erases that bump. So now I have some creepy looking lines on my face. What I like to do next is use my small tapered blending brush. This is E45, and I like to just pinch it like this and then blend out these lines. And the coolest part about this is if you have a dramatic makeup look or just brown shadow in your crease, you're going to connect it with your nose and it's going to all blend together, making it appear more natural. Next, I'm taking my Beauty Blender, and this is what I use to apply my foundation as well as my concealer. So I'm just going to very lightly go over the brown lines. So when contouring your nose, it's like a long process because you want it to be as natural as possible. So after I blended it in a little bit with the Beauty Blender, you could see how the line kind of went down a little bit and it's going more towards my wider natural nose. So I'm just going to take what's ever left on this brush and just go over that beginning line. Normally when I contour my nose, I do it before I apply my concealer, but before I started filming, I did my concealer beforehand. But what's really important to remember is when you are contouring your nose, it's important to highlight on the sides of your nose because it's going to get rid of any of the shadows that's making your nose appear larger. So I always like to use the lightest concealer right on the sides as well as right on the bridge. And this is going to help add dimension into your nose, and by highlighting the tip of it, it's going to really make it look a lot thinner. The last step is going to be to apply a little bit of a highlighter right on the bridge of your nose. So that is how I contour my nose. I basically do it every single time I do my makeup. If I'm doing a more natural look, I always tend to stick with a brown powder as opposed to the cream base, which I used today. Also, if you guys watched one of my favorites videos, I don't remember how long ago it was, I mentioned this little nose huggy thing, and I honestly wear this every single time before I do my makeup. What I'll normally do is I'll do my hair before my makeup, so for about 10 minutes, I'll clip this little bad boy on, and I swear it flattens out my nose. The tip of my nose is kind of round, so I like to put it right there, and then it kind of just deflates it a little bit. And I actually forgot to wear this in one of my videos that I recently posted, and a lot of people were like, why does your nose look swollen? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my god, it looks swollen because I didn't use this little thing. You can get these for probably like $1 on Amazon. I will link it for anyone interested in trying it, but I swear by it. I've had it for about 2 years now, and maybe even longer. Maybe like 3 years. I always used to wear it. My mom would walk in on me and she'd be like, what the heck is wrong with you, girl? That does not work. But I think it works, so that's why I continue to use it. So I hope this video helped for some of you guys. I am not against plastic surgery in any way, but just for me, I don't find it necessary. I sit here and I preach about beauty and inner beauty, so for me, to go get a nose job kind of contradicts that whole purpose. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully learned something new, and if you guys are not happy with your nose, don't worry because makeup can fix it. Plastic surgery is not always the answer. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching. I'll see you later.